If you're traveling to Japan for the first time and you're only in Nara and you're only there for one day, here's the most generic trip that basically everybody does. Let's get in there. Day 1, the only day. Okay, so you're gonna start your day off by coming from Kyoto, because let's be real, you came from Kyoto because you went to Osaka and you're just finishing it off with Nara because you heard about the deer. So you're gonna go to Kyoto Station, take the Kintetsu line, look how cute the train is, go, wow, it's such a cute deer chair, looks just like anime, it's just like Ghibli. And you're gonna finally arrive at Nara Station. And the first thing you're gonna do as soon as you walk up from the station is head to Nara Deer Park. You're gonna get there and you're gonna get to this big sprawling area full of deer. It's just like they said on the Instagrams. I'm gonna go and try and get the deer to come over to me, but they're not gonna come over to you because you're like, what? Why don't they want to come over to me? Is it because I'm a tourist? No, it's because you didn't get the rice crackers. Then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, all these deer are gonna show up in front of you and you're gonna be so overwhelmed by the deer. One of the deer is probably gonna try and attack you. You're gonna do the bow, have your boyfriend record it for you, and you're gonna show that, look, the deer are bound here. They've been doing it for 500 years. You're gonna be walking around this deer park, probably stepping a couple of poops, kind of being like, okay, I'm kind of done with the deer thing. I'm gonna kind of move on to something else. So you're gonna head over to the Big Buddha, which is actually called Todaiji Temple. And be careful on your way to Todaiji Temple, you're gonna see a temple that looks like it and you're like, wow, that's the one, but it's actually not it. It's actually on the other side. So make sure you follow the map and go to the actual Todaiji Temple. And once you're there, you're gonna be in awe by its massive stature and you'll be like, wow, this is just like Ghibli. It's not like Ghibli at all. But yeah, this actually hosts one of the largest Buddha statues in Japan, if you didn't know. And once you see it, man, it's like a big Buddha in the temple. And it's pretty cool because you're like, yo, how did these people build this? You know, you think about this, like, whenever I see these temples, like, yo, this was built like thousands of years ago. It's not like you have 3D printing. It's like, man's built this with their hands. And you gotta walk around in a circle with everybody because people are probably ushering you to keep moving because it gets really busy. So you're walking around, look at the big Buddha, finally come back and you're like, wow, this is the Buddha from the right side now. And it's pretty cool. And it's the same statue, but it's pretty cool. It's magnificent. There's a bunch of Buddhas across Japan. I encourage you guys to check those out. We'll make videos on those in the future. Then you're gonna notice that there's this little statue wearing some red thing on it, and you notice these people are like molesting it. And you're like, why are they doing that? So if you like touched your hand, it'll heal your hand. If you touch your head, it'll heal your brain. If you touch the stomach, you'll heal your stomach. It's a whole religious tradition. You're gonna try it, you're gonna touch it, you're probably gonna take a picture of it as well. And then when you're finally ready to leave this temple, because that's all there really is to do here, you're gonna get approached by junior high school students, and they're gonna come up to you and be like, excuse me, we're junior high school students. Can we ask you a question? And you're gonna be like, oh, sure, why not? And they're gonna be like, where are you from? And you're like, I'm from America. Oh, America. What's your name? Brad. Oh, Brad, oh. And then they'll probably ask you a question like, what's your favorite food? And they'd be like, I don't know, I love sushi. Ah, sushi, thank you. And then they're gonna leave. And you'd be like, wow, that was cute. I, felt like I was in an anime, but I remember the first time that happened to me. So like, I guess they thought I didn't speak English or I wasn't like Canadian or American. So I saw like this white guy talking to the kids, right? They're asking the questions. He was getting all the questions. They're struggling. Like, man, I learned Japanese. I wanna get this local experience. I want some of this. So I go up to the kids and I'm like, I'm also a tourist. I'm from Canada. And they're like, oh, okay. And they came up to me and they asked me the questions. I was like, yes. I feel like I got that local stuff. Anyway, so if you get lucky enough to have that experience, it's a really fun way to experience the local culture. So, and one thing before we leave this temple, I just want to make sure you guys know to respect it. Don't do dances in front of it. Don't break the rules. Keep your voice kind of down a bit. Keep it respectful. These are one of Japan's most sacred places, and Nara is one of the oldest places in Japan. So just be respectful of all that. I know I'm making memes and jokes, but like, keep it to yourself and try not to bother other people and the gods. And if you guys are liking this content, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and you're using my Klook code Klook for 5% off whenever you're booking activities on Klook in Japan. Let's move on. Okay, and now that you're done with the temple, you're gonna head back to Nara Station, be like, you know what, I'm a little hungry, innit? And you're gonna head to the Mochi show. But guess what? The Mochi show is not open till 1 o'clock or a certain time of the day, so you're gonna be like, damn it, I can't go to the Mochi show. But I guess I could eat. So you're gonna walk along this Shoten guy, which is like a path the shops. You'll be like, Moss Burger, not Moss Burger. You're gonna keep going, oh, Burger King and Wagyu and Kobe beef, and like, nah, you know what? I kind of want sushi, and you're gonna see this sushi that's like wrapped in leaves. You're like, wow, this is really cool. What is this? And you find out that it's kaki no ha sushi, which is basically pressed sushi, but they're pressed with kaki. So kaki is like a type of fruit, and no is a possessive, and ha is a leaf. So it's persimmon leaf sushi, and it kind of like embeds some of its essence into the sushi. It comes in salmon and saba, which is mackerel, and different kinds of fish. It's quite good. It's quite nice experience. Here's that one shop we went to. It's right in front of the station beside the Lawson. It was pretty nice. It was pretty private. Had some good tea with it, and you know, it was pretty satisfying. You know, it didn't feel bloated, didn't feel cheap. It was good quality fish, and honestly, I would recommend Kaki no Ha Sushi. So now that you're finished with Kaki no Ha Sushi, like, oh my God, do you have time for this mochi show? But you know what? I really came here because I really wanted to see the mochi dudes. So you go back to the shop, and guess what? You fucked up. Bear mans are waiting in line now, and it's just like, I don't have a view of that window at all. So you're gonna get one of your tall friends to get there with their big long hands and get their iPhone and zoom lens that to see the actual mochi show. They start doing it. They start doing the and then the mochi is gonna be made like, wow, this is just like I saw in the anime. I mean, Instagram, because Japan's a real place. And then you're gonna realize that mochi is the mochi they use to make the fresh mochi right off the conveyor belt. It's about 300 yen, and it is honestly, dudes, like, I know I'm like capping a lot in this video, but like, it's one of the best mochis I've ever had. Like, if you go to the supermarket and you get mochi, usually it's kind of stale, it's been refrigerated, and it's kind of like whatever. But like, this is like fresh mochi. It's like puni puni. It's soft, it's hot, has kinoko powder, and it's actually grass flavored yomogi. I know that sounds weird, but it's not. It's kind of like having a little bitterness to that kinoko powder that they put on it, and honestly, worth the hype. It is probably one of the best mochis I've ever had. And you know what? That's the end of the day. That's all there is really to do in Nara for a first timer. If you only have a day, I'm sure if you go into like butt nowhere, you'll be able to find many cool hidden gems, but for most people, they just do these three things and that's it. Some of them don't even do the kaki no ha sushi. They just like eat McDonald's or something. You get a little bit of traditional culture, you get to see the deer, you got some mochi, and then you head back to Kyoto to either go see something else in Kyoto, or you're gonna end up going to Fukuoka and be that guy who says they went to Fukuoka and tells everyone about it. I'm not sure what I want to do yet. This is basically the end of the golden trip. Some other places I have is like Hakone, Kanagawa, like Kamakura, Hokkaido I want to do. I have a little bit of Okinawa, but I haven't really been there like a lot to like make an itinerary, but I have my trip that I went on that has some pretty generic stuff. Let me know if you guys want that. But anyway, guys, that's all for today. Thanks so much for watching. Here's the golden trip. See you guys later. Cheers, legends. So the cool thing about the deer is that they'll bow to you. See, look, it's bowing to me because it wants the cracker.
Bow it again. Make it bow.
Make it bow. You give it a cracker. There you go. You're very good. You're a very good deer. You want to bow? You want another one? You want another one? Yes, you do.
Oh.
Try for myself. Nope, that's not it, Chief. Yeah.
That's a huge one, bro.
Nani?
She's like, yo, let me bow.
Ojigi. Hi.